not just talking about tonight. We started this with the Tommy record we told you about back in 2015, and we've been playing beautiful places like this with great crowds like you since then. And so we're looking at about 8-9 years here of really special time in our career. We've been around the world with this show and the Tommy Show. And this weekend is the last of it for now. We're putting a pause button on it, so I want to thank the guys up here for doing it and for you guys being here tonight. Thank you.
By the way, coming up April 1st is our 16-year anniversary with the same 6 dudes you see on stage. Actually, we added the drummer a couple years ago, but 16 years together. It's a pleasure to be here with you right now.
You know, back in 2019, well, in 2015 when the Tommy record came out, our friend Lewis that we told you about, he was a guy who would kind of get things done. And he got a copy of the record into Pete Townsend's hand, who is the guitarist and principal songwriter for The Who. He's legendary, obviously. And ironically enough, we've got this beautiful reply about how much he loved the record, loved the production of it, loved the presentation of it, and how proud he was that it was a continuation of the Tommy legacy or whatever. And so for us and for Lewis, that really hit hard, and it was just such a great honor. And he actually invited us to a Nashville show at the Bridgestone Arena. We got to meet him backstage, chat briefly about the project, and it was just a real treat. Unfortunately, right after that, we lost Lewis Myers to a sudden heart attack while we were in Australia touring with this, and it was real tough. But we stayed in contact with Pete, kind of emailed pen pals, send him this song, how you doing, Happy New Year, saw you're doing this, cool stuff, what do you just pleasantries. And we're from Springfield, Missouri. That's where we originated. We live all over the place. Now, we got a Springfielder out there? The Ozarks is what it's called up there, and we're so proud to be there. Some of these guys are from other places, but that's where we came together, formed, and it was our formative years. Though we may live other places now. That's where we grew up, or that's where I grew up, and that's where this band started and all that. Anyway, so I always kept an eye on the Who schedule. The Who are coming to America. They were playing with large local orchestras. Everywhere they go, they would pick up the local orchestra and symphony and bring them in and play sections of Tommy and Quadrophenia and stuff like this. And it was it was their Who Hits Back tour, the whole 50th anniversary. And I saw they were coming through St. Louis, Missouri, which is just a few hours down the road from us. And love St. Louis, obviously, and we were reporting amphitheaters where they were playing. I've seen numerous shows there. And so me, brilliantly, at 5 in the morning as I lay awake and saw the announcement, was like, I'm gonna ask him if we can open up for the show. What's the worst that could happen? He hit me up 5 minutes later and said, let's do it. In 2019, we opened up for The Who in St. Louis, Missouri, and it was one of the greatest pleasures of our lives. And after the show, we were all sweaty, drying off. Our wives and friends are there in the green room, and we're cheers and high five and everything. And here goes Pete Townsend. We're strolling in the door like this mysterious force that he was. He's a huge guy, older cat, 70-something. And he goes, it was great, and just chatted up like it was just one of these rock and roll moments that I was dreaming of when I was sitting there with my vacuum cleaner microphone, 13 years old in my underwear going, who are you? And it was happening. And but I could tell something was wrong with his voice. You guys sound so great, but something was wrong with his voice. He could barely talk. I go, what's going on? Oh, I got some acid reflux, da-da-da. And my mom's a nurse, and I have a nice little medic pack in my backpack there, so I sprang into action. And I presented him with 3 or 4 different antacid solutions for his problem, and he kind of looked at me puzzled and said, oh no, the doctor's got me on something, I'm good and everything. Anyway, you guys were great, I gotta go get warmed up. So he left, and everybody kind of, door shut, and the dust settled, and we kind of thought, holy moly, that was cool, looking around going, this is it. And then I kind of sat there for a second longer and go, the big rock and roll moment I've been waiting for was asking Pete Townsend if he needed an antacid, a Rolade, a Tums, or a Pepsid AC, and I'm thinking, well, I guess I'll take it.